I got this article straight from BlackRock's Twitter. If you guys want to know how I found it, it was posted March 31st. So I am 12 hours late, but it's because I had to wait for the brew crew to get on before we talked about it.
Yeah.
So we got, can Bitcoin eat away at the US dollar's reserve status? The US has benefited from the dollar serving as the world's reserve currency for decades, but not guarantees to last forever. The national debt has grown 3 times the pace of GDP since Times Square's debt clock started ticking in 1989. This year, the interest payments will surpass $952 billion, exceeding defense spending by 2030. Mandatory government spending and debt services will consume all federal revenue, creating a permanent deficit. If the U.S. does not get its debt under control, for the deficits keep ballooning, America's risk for losing the position of the digital assets like Bitcoin of this stuff. And the article is called Democratizing of Investing. So this kind of covers it. It says, the world's money moves through plumbing built when trading floors still shouted orders and fax machines felt revolutionary. Take the Society of the Worldwide Interbank Financial, tell them SWIFT. It's the system for the underpins trillions of dollars in global transactions every day. And it works much like a relay race. Banks hand off instructions one by one and meticulous checking details of each step. That relay approach has made sense in the 1970s. As an analog era when the markets were much smaller and daily transactions were much fewer. But today, relying on SWIFT feels like routing emails through postal services. Tokenization changes all that. If SWIFT is the postal service of tokenization, is an email itself, assets move directly and instantly, sidestepping intermediaries. What exactly is tokenization? It's turning real world assets such as stocks, bonds, and real estate into digitalized tokens, tradable online. Each token certifies your own ownership of specific assets, much like a digital deed. Unlike traditional paper certificates, these tokens live securely on the blockchain, enabling instant buying, selling, and transferring with cumbersome paperwork and waiting for the periods. Every stock, every bond, every fund, every asset can be tokenized. If they are, it will revolutionize investing. Markets wouldn't need to close. Transactions that currently take days would clear in seconds, and billions of dollars currently immobilized and settlement delays could be reinvested immediately back into the economy, generating more growth. Guys, this is huge. This is BlackRock we're talking about. Don't get left behind. Crypto is the future, whether we like it or not. Then institutions are here with their ETFs and they want everything tokenized because it's going to make it faster for everything else.
Watch what they do, not what they say.
Well, this is something really interesting. In fact, I'm probably one of the very few people that can say this because of what I do for a living. I had this financial advisor, I didn't know this at the time, buy a $25 million home, and I picked up their garbage. He was moving all this garbage. And I was like, dude, I'm going to charge you like so much in extras. Why don't you I can't really say it. Let's say do it all at once and we'll get along. So we started talking and I said, what do you do to buy a house like this? Like, I'm a garbage guy, give me a pointer. And he told me he was a financial advisor would be the simple term for it. But basically, and he said, Chase Bank has its own. I said, nah, dude. I said, XRP is the way. 6 months later, I went back looking for him. I never did find him. But XRP won the lawsuit. But that told me I'm ahead of that guy buying a $20 million house. And yeah, he's maybe 30 years older than me. Guess where I'm going to be in 30 years?
Yeah.
I'm a garbage guy. Head of the advisor for the gurus. Now the gurus are coming into the industry.
Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Like, man, if you guys aren't fired up, not just about the next, 8 months or whatever, but, the next 4-year cycle, like the opportunity to really DCA, to dollar cost average into crypto and do it the right way and, build life-changing wealth in this space. And I don't mean Lambos and, whatever, like do your thing if that's what you want. But, I just mean financial sovereignty for you and your family. Yeah.
You pay off a car and you don't have a car payment over your head. That's life-changing wealth. It changed your life.
Right.
It's all scalable.
Yeah, absolutely.